I wanted to make a new series that I've decided to call Photoplay Potpourri. As many of you have probably noticed, I've used Photoplay magazine for a lot of videos, but there are a lot of little blurbs that aren't long enough for their own, so I thought I'd collect a bunch of them and put them into one video. A lot of them are pretty fun and interesting and really capture the fascination with celebrities at that time. Well, anyway, let's get into it. Felix learns the black bottom. Photoplay, January 1927. Felix decides that the Charleston is passé and goes to Ann Pennington for a lesson in the black bottom. In the first step, Ann points her left foot to the side, raising the left heel from the floor, bending both knees and slanting her body backwards. Second step. Now Felix, says Ann, straighten the body, lower the left heel, and point your toe up from the floor. And Felix, sing that song, The Black Bottom of the Swanee River, sometimes likes to shake and shiver. A little more pep, please. Come on, cat, all set for the third step. Face forward, Felix, and bend that left knee slightly, pointing the left paw toward the floor. This is the way we make him sit up and take notice when we dance the black bottom in Mr. White's Scandals. Snap into the fourth step, funny feline. Stamp that left mouse catcher on the floor and bend that left knee. Stamp it good and hard. And sing that song. They call it black bottom, a new twister. They sure do got 'em, oh sister. Now, Mr. Cream and Catnip Man, after stamping forward, drag the left paw back across the floor. This is one of the most important principles of the dance. Then for step 5, raise both of your heels from the floor and slap your hip, like this. Kick your right paw sidewards, old back fence baritone, and keep on slapping your hip. Now run along and practice your steps in someone's backyard. Little Ann must hurry and keep a dinner date. See you at the Scandals. How film is made. Photoplay, January 1923. The annual production of film would wrap around Mother Earth 6 times. This represents 150,000 miles of celluloid, most of which goes into the making of the world's photoplays. The above scene, with its huge globe, was built to visualize these facts in a short motion picture entitled A Trip Through Filmland. At the top of the page is the battery of enclosed coating machines at the George Eastman plant, Kodak Park, in Rochester, where most of the world's film is made. This battery of machines coats the base sheets with sensitive solution. At Kodak Park, cotton is first cleaned and made soluble by nitrating machines and then passed into vats to be thoroughly washed. After that, a thick, honey-like substance called dope is added. This solution is then transformed into transparent sheets 3.5 feet wide and 0.03 of an inch thick. This is the film base. It is then a simple matter to coat the sheets with light-sensitive emulsion, slit into standard widths, perforate, and reel the film for photoplay making. The 150,000 miles of film manufactured annually at Kodak Park requires 3 tons of pure silver bullion a week. Note the bullion awaiting its turn in the Kodak Park safe below. Kodak Park is the world's second largest user of pure silver bullion. Uncle Sam and his treasury come first. How much leg should a lady show? Photoplay, March 1927. Can a girl be modish, though modest? Paris decrees complete freedom of the knees. The film favorites emphatically say no to Paris's brief skirt decree. Find the man who wouldn't like to be a traffic cop in Paris this spring. Legs Across the Sea will support the mode as Mademoiselle Marcel Lucas illustrates. Josephine Dunn, the Paramount Junior star, is perfectly willing to meet the new style halfway. A little hiking at the hip line will do it, and there is, you can see, no reason why Josephine shouldn't do so. But when she's not being herself around the studio, Miss Dunn doesn't go in for the higher things. She drops her skirt a little below her knees and lets it go at that. Very well suited is charming Anna Q. Nilsson with her trim tailor-made. The modesty test of any short skirt is the sitting position. Greta Nissen, standing or sitting, thinks good form has everything to do with the matter. The better the form, says Greta, the briefer the dress goods. The Borden baby of the Fox lot likes them short. Probably she feels her movie standing's taken such a rise recently, her skirt should follow suit. Tomboy Leatrice Joy says she doesn't like her knees making public appearances when she sits, which decides the length matter for her. The Marquis versus the Mode. By many, Gloria Swanson is considered the screen's best-dressed woman, yet Gloria has her hem close to her slim ankles. Clara Bow beats the game by wearing them long and short at once, down and back and up in front. No ladylike limb limitations for Dorothy Sebastian of Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer. She goes in for sports and makes short shift of them. Deliver Alberta Vaughn from long dresses. Never will she wear them. Paris can fly as high as it likes, Alberta will follow. She may be a movie madcap, but Colleen Moore announces she favors skirts short and sensible. Esther Ralston affects a dainty compromise. An uneven hemline of chiffon with soft scallops solves her dress question. Our Tiny Gang, Photoplay, July 1925. 4 leaders of our gang and their doubles. The dolls, made to look exactly like the children, come to life and play some scenes in a new Our Gang comedy. From left to right we have Farina, Jack Condon, Mickey Daniels, and Joe Cobb. It all happens in a dream, and in this scene, our gang learns how the dolls feel when they play around the rocking chair in the nursery. This big chair is 3.5 times larger than an ordinary rocker. Little Mary Cornman has gone to sleep and has just begun to dream that her dolls are alive. At her head, you can see the Jackie Condon doll. Director Bob McGowan, with the megaphone, is directing the scene. Health, Hollywood's greatest asset. Photoplay, November 1926. The Coast Film Colony is the healthiest community in the world, and it's because the screen stars know there is no substitute for real exercise. No group of people in the world, with the exception of the college athletes, takes better care of its health than the stars of the motion picture industry. This is the statement of Dr. Nathan O. Reynolds, popular Hollywood physician, who looks after the welfare of many of those who are prominent in the film world. Keeping fit with them is a religion. With both men and women, their faces and figures are a great part of their fortune, and constant exercise keeps them young-looking and prevents those few extra pounds which might prove fatal. I know many stars who work harder keeping in the pink than do some of our champion fighters. There are many ways, but few of them safe, of taking off extra poundage. There is only one way to keep it off, and that is constant exercise and proper diet. The people of the film colony know this. Taking exercise, which is a pleasure, helps make exercise easy. That's why you find the stars spending most of their spare time on the tennis court, golf links, in their swimming pools, cantering over the Beverly Hills bridle path of a Sunday morning, and enjoying various other games which take their fancy. Athletes go on the training table for certain periods each year. The prize fighter, the football player, the baseball star, and the college athlete go into training for their limited seasons, but the screen star season is 12 months under the searching and relentless eye of the camera. Archery is a popular Hollywood recreation. The ancient game is coming into its own again. Here, Reginald Denny is showing Marion Nixon exactly how to hit the target. It's a matter of accuracy and strength. Tennis is a fine game to keep a screen star in condition. Florence Viter's tennis court is shown above. Miss Viter is close to the camera, and director George Fitzmaurice is just across the net. There are some star golf players in Hollywood, and a lot of others who aren't bad. This scene is at the Lakewood Country Club, and the players are Pauline Frederick, Wally McDonald, Helen Chadwick, and Huntley Gordon. Sally O'Neill couldn't swim before she started work in her present film, The Mysterious Island. She has practiced for months in the studio pool, until now she can swim expertly and stay underwater for 70 seconds. The Hollywood tennis courts see active service on off-studio days. Mae Allison, Virginia Valley, and Julianne Johnston, shown above, can star in celluloid or on the courts. All 3 play a mean game of tennis. Every star exercises regularly. Ramon Navarro likes to do this on the Santa Monica beach. He likes swimming best of all, and he goes through his beach gymnastics every morning before breakfast. Yachting is popular with the Hollywood stars. John Barrymore, Jack Gilbert, Corinne Griffith, Dick Barthelmess, Al Christie, and Reginald Denny all have yachts of their own. Here, Bill Powell and Ronald Colman are spending a weekend with Dick Barthelmess. Here is a glimpse of the squash court of the Hollywood Athletic Club, where waistlines are put to rout every day. Left to right, Monty Blue, Wally McDonald, Eddie Burns, and Bill Bailey. Hollywood is the center of the swimming pool zone. This is Charlie Ray's pool, and from left to right, you may observe Julianne Johnston, Virginia Valley, Carmelita Garrotti, Charlie himself, Sidney Russell, Mrs. Ray, and Walter Pidgeon. Sounding a Song, Photoplay, January 1929. Look over these pictures revealing the inside of a sound film studio in action. They're the last you will see for some time. The producers have banned disclosures of the talkies. Here you see the desert song in the making at the Warner Brothers Coast Studios, with the same scene from above and from behind the camera booth lines. The cameras are within glass windowed soundproof booths. They bear the numeral 2 in both pictures. Look close for the microphones hanging in lines and on stands just above and out of reach of the camera lens. Also behind the camera booths and fronting the orchestra. Thus you get the dialogue, the songs, and the background music. A sound film set still is a pretty cramped place, but the talkies are in their infancy. Incandescent lights are used for the talkies. Sound film photography still is handicapped by the fact that the cameras have to be out of sound range, so that the microphones do not pick up their whir. Yes sir, that's their baby. Photoplay, December 1926. Here is the very first photograph ever taken of Charles Spencer Chaplin Jr. It was made on the grounds of the comedian's estate. Photographers stalked the Chaplin home for 5 months before obtaining this picture of Charlie Jr. The comedian had refused all requests to have his son's picture taken. And there's another boy in the Chaplin family, little Earl, born last spring. Chaplin is devoted to his 2 sturdy sons, and Mrs. Chaplin apparently has definitely renounced all ambitions for a screen career. Charles Chaplin's marriage to Lita Gray, a vivid young Mexican beauty, surprised all the film colony. And Chaplin further astonished the colony by becoming a domesticated husband. How long will it last?